I'm going to give everyone a minute to join. Welcome to Master Investor Podcast, Green Room. Glad to have you in here. We're going to be speaking about passive income, the income of the ultra rich, how to create wealth. Ultimately, wealth is not measured in dollars, but is measured in time. In other words, how much can we live without working right now if we stop doing whatever we're doing? How far can we go with it? Keeping the same current standard of living that we have and maintaining that level of standard of living, whether we spend $10,000, $100,000, $1 million per year to live. So, what's our standard of living cost is very important to know. But most importantly is to acquire passive income, right? And to start building assets on our asset column. And when we have a business, build assets in the asset column of the business, because that business is an asset to our asset column. So the more assets that business has, the more freedom it's going to create for us, because it's going to result in positive cash flow at the end of the day for us. So creating positive cash flow is key when creating wealth, because that's the income that we don't have to work for or show up to earn the money. It comes in because we have a business, we have assets working hard for us. So it's important that we acknowledge the fact that passive income is the income of the ultra rich. Here at Master Investor, our rule number one is we do not work for money, we make money work hard for us. So ensure that we understand, in order to create wealth, we have to have assets on our asset column. And it's very simple at the end of the day. Investing has nothing to do with being complicated. In fact, like the biggest and most high-performing investments, and I'm not talking about cryptocurrency, I'm not talking about stocks. Here at Master Investor, we show people how to be active with their money and how to raise capital and how to use credit to create assets. Let me give you an example. So creating a PDF is, it could be an asset, because once you create a PDF, once you draw down the information, the subject, the chapters, you put a nice cover page and you put it on Amazon for sale. 10 people buys it a day, right? And they're paying, whatever, $10 or whatever they may be. So that is money that is coming in while you may be sleeping, and you only did that one. So that money comes in even while we sleep. So that is a virtual asset right there. That PDF is going to bring money, and now, and a week from now, and a month from now. And if we did a good job on the subjects and the chapters, and it's something that people actually want to learn about, then no doubt people will get that PDF very quickly and will continue to spread the word. It might even become a bestseller. So that little PDF that it maybe took, let's say, 3 days to put together, now it's bringing money forever. And it could be even bring money in 20 years from now, because if we did a good job and the data is relevant in 20 years from now, then why not? It's not going to make money if it's a good book. So remember, we live in the information age. So we have to understand that, information is everywhere, and it's free, right? We can go to Google and get all the information that we want for free. But the thing is that not all information is great, and not all of it comes from the right references. So we could spend the most precious asset we have, which is time, on the wrong information, and really dig ourselves into a bad hole that is going to take us forever to come out. And that's not the issue, because life is all about ups and downs and failing and learning from our mistakes and so forth. But we have to really be strict about our time, not to be wasted, first and foremost. And how do we avoid that from happening? Well, we have to ensure that the information that we're getting is the correct information, aligned to what we want to do in our life and our ultimate vision that we have with ourselves. How do we see ourselves in 10 years from now, 5 years from now, and 3 years from now? And then let's break that down and make sure that everything that we're doing today is aligned. All the information that we're acquiring today, that we're studying, that we're reading about, is aligned to that ultimate goal, how we see ourselves in the future, right? And, we have to learn how to be more disciplined and take care of ourselves, right? And the more disciplined we are, the more loving we have to be to ourselves. It cannot go other way but that. So, if we want to have better health, we can't go eat at McDonald's, or we can't eat at McDonald's every day, or whatnot, or we can't eat the cake. But what you see, we have to be more loving to ourselves, more gentle. We have to study ourselves. We have to, spend time with ourselves so we know what is the best decisions to make every second of our life. And trust me that every second counts. So if we're building assets, every second counts. So we can't be given the wrong time to the wrong information, because then we're going to waste our opportunity to create great wealth. And today we're going to also demonstrate that it really takes no time to get on the right side of the quadrant where freedom is, reaching that financial freedom. It has never been easier than now. Before it was harder because, things weren't as advanced in technology. Now we live in the best and the peak of technology, and we're advancing every day. So the opportunity to tap in online and sell our passions, or sell any type of solution that we want to provide to the marketplace because of a problem that we observe, and we have a passion to maybe solve that problem, then we can literally raise capital and be on the right side of the quadrant in financial freedom, creating passive income, which is positive cash flow, money that we don't have to work for, very rapidly. And I say this because it doesn't take money to make money, right? The ultra rich, we position ourselves completely to obtain everything for free. Like, if you look at all the examples, and that's why we say we use debt to make money, because debt is tax free, and the tax code is debt cannot be taxed. So if debt cannot be taxed, then we're gonna, raise money and then invest that money back to the marketplace, right? By acquiring an asset, right? And creating an asset, right? And continue to acquire assets within that asset, right? Because assets put money in our pocket. They actually, is always increasing the bottom line, the cash flow. So it's doing something that is either leveraging the asset or putting more money in our pocket, but it's always improving the main asset, right? And it's improving our asset column and our passive income. So, a lot of people only know how to work for earned income, which is the income of the poor, which is the income that they spend time and then they exchange their time for money. And how can you exchange time for money if our time is the most precious asset we have aside from our brain? Because we can't buy those two, and we can't replace them, and we can't sell them. I mean, yeah, they have artificial intelligence today, but a human being's mind is just, it's that precious. So we don't waste that. And so if we're working for money, we're wasting our most precious asset. And so we here at Master Investor, we do not do that. We actually encourage people to quickly get on the right side of the quadrant by building assets, by getting something virtually that is quickly putting money in their pocket while they sleep, so that they can break free from that job that they even maybe hate. And it's bad to go to work and you hate the people that you're around and you hate your job. It's not good. So, I want to ensure that you get the best out of life. Follow your dreams, follow your passions, never too late to start. Let's get going every day with some type of action plan that, allows us to get closer to our ultimate goal. And, you'll find out that the more we do it and consistent we are with our plans and our action plan, we start walking towards our dreams, and we're going to pick up our head and say, we're farther ahead than giving up and turning back. I might as well just keep going, So listen, the journey might be tough, but if it's tough because we're doing what we love, then that's what counts right there, because we're going to be able to persevere through the tough times. In the tough times, we take it to the heart, and then the success times and the good times, we take it to our pocket. But when we really learn and wisdom sits in, it's when we are doing we're at the worst times, right? So ensure that we take those lessons from the mistakes and the downs of life so that we can enjoy even more time in the good times, because we avoid mistakes that makes us go to different detours in life. Nonetheless, life is all about learning, big learning lesson, right? We have to learn and continue to play the game of life, but we can only do that as much as well we have. If we don't have cash flow, passive income coming in, the person's gonna have to work to do their happy things and to do what they want to do, but they're gonna have to work and then kill their time to go enjoy a little bit. No, we're not going to do that here at Master Investor. We're going to show you how to get on the fast track, how to build assets so you can do whatever you want to do all the time, not just a little bit of time, all the time, and still be able to make money, because we believe that once the person reach financial freedom, that person become a servant to life, because the person start looking for ways to serve the world and leave their mark and be able to push their fingertip into and put a dent in the universe, and put a dent in this world, so that other generations can empower themselves from that little dent that we can all leave. We all have the power to do that. So here at Master Investor, we encourage you to, make a plan, get rid of all the toxic people and start building assets, acquire assets. That's passive income. What are your passions? Why are you doing what you're doing? And take a helicopter ride of your life. See what needs to be cut out, and see what needs to be a star, getting into a new habit so that we can, get closer to our dream. Okay, so follow us on Instagram at Master Investor. Also, get the email autoresponder. This is an asset that can literally put money in your pocket today, immediately, instantly. All right, there's a virtual asset. Go to www.masterinvestor.email. It's going to help you collect the emails of new clients and those who are interested in buying in the future as well. And it also is going to allow us to communicate with them very easily through campaigns on automation. And as much, it allows us to create sales funnels, one-page websites already made for us. We don't need to need coding. We just need to put the message on top of it and change the colors or put a picture or whatever we want to do, video, and then we start selling the product. It's already merchant integrated, so we don't need to worry about but just plug in our bank account and we'll create a pipeline for passive income. Once people buy it online, then whatever left is passive income price, and it goes to us. So anyway, hope you have some value out of this chat today, and I'll see you on the next podcast or the next audio. Thank you for having me. Master Investor here, giving you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. Take care. Remember, passive income, the income of the ultra rich.